Morning, everybody. Oh, it's actually afternoon, but you never know. I always keep saying morning, morning, even though it's like 12 o'clock. Hope everyone's doing well today. Just want to say hi and welcome to our viewers. And I think Robbie's having some technical issues. You know what? If it's not me, it's gonna be you, Robbie. So actually, it's a bit sad, isn't it? Can you actually hear me? Nope. You can hear me. I can't hear you at all, Robbie. So that's gonna be one of those sessions where I have to kind of take on and lead, unlike you last time. So I just want to say thank you for our students who've actually emailed us. I've got quite a few emails regarding reviewing FMPs and stuff like that. So I know for some of you, the deadline is today. So congratulations and best of luck. I can see a lot of the students also going off, so finishing their degrees. So in September, when we get the new round of students, it's gonna be quite interesting because there'll be a lot of new people we need to get to know. So yeah, things are changing for sure. Another thing I wanted to mention is I'm delivering a session on the benefits of online teaching on the 23rd of June at 11:30 in the morning. So that'll be quite interesting to see. I've put a survey and I'll probably post it in the group chat as well. If you have a few minutes to fill it out. It's quite interesting because I'm delivering basically top tips and benefits of online teaching for a wider community of people. Yeah, the organization we're doing it for is called Enterprise Educators UK. Sorry, I have to respond to Robbie. I think everyone confirmed. Yeah, I don't think Robbie, nobody can hear you. Yeah, so that's a bit of an odd one. What I was gonna say, I'm trying to manage this thing while I'm actually going through different things. So I thought, I think today's quite a quiet one, to be fair. I haven't seen anybody live at all. Nope. And I'm left on my own. How beautiful. So what I wanted to show you, if I go out briefly, I recently watched this session on YouTube. Let me just go on Solent Creatives on our Facebook page. I posted as well because I thought it was going to be quite interesting for a lot of people. I'm getting messages. I'm getting messages from a lot of friends watching me now. Okay. So I'm going to share this video with you. I thought it was quite interesting while I'm waiting for Robbie to go live again. How's everyone doing today? Do you guys have any plans? Robbie, I can't hear you at all, buddy. I can see you've joined me, but I don't think there is anything going on, so I'm just gonna play. Oh, so I want to show you this one because it's quite interesting. Show you some of the presentations. Script. I probably should.
Testing mic 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. Awesome. How is everyone doing? Sorry for that. Apparently, for some reason, I bought a audio interface, and for some reason that overrid all my settings, so everything was on the studio microphone. Anyway, it's a bit complicated, but managed to do it. How are you doing, Zio?
Not bad. I was just about to play a little video. So basically, I watched this Founders Residency Showcase. So it's I think people get selected to work in teams, and then at the end of the program, they get to deliver a pitch on their business. And there are some really exciting things. I want to kind of play a few minutes so people can see me, the startups. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. Cool. Let me share my screen. Jeez, it's very difficult when you have to like manage it and also like dictate the whole conversation. So let's see.
Also, just putting it out there, I love your video quality, Sio. You can see you bought a new laptop.
Can you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad one thing works. Okay, here goes nothing.
Go on to be incredibly successful, and hopefully on their journey will be paying this forward to new generations of entrepreneurs as they embark on their startup career themselves. So 10 companies, if I can ask for the next slide, 10 companies that joined the program 3 months ago, from all different industries, all different corners of the world. You'll be hearing from all of them directly, and there's an incredible opportunity for you to get involved. So if we have a look at the next slide, as you're watching this live stream on YouTube, on the right, you've got the chat.
Let's not forget this is a pre-recorded
session. Thank you so much for many of you who shared where you're calling from today.
Let's not forget this is a pre-recorded session, so that chat box is not going to work, just to fill everybody up.
Now, as you're hearing the pitches, please, if you have a question for the founder during the pitch, please submit your question in the chat box, and I'll be picking one question after each pitch to ask to the entrepreneur. So we'll have a quick Q&A after the pitch as well. So please get involved. And without further ado, I'm thrilled to introduce the first founder to present today, Elena, the founder of Bold Health.
Thank you, Marta. Hi. All right. So we're on. Thanks so much. We're Bold Health. We develop digital therapies for the self-management of digestive conditions, leveraging the power of behavioral medicine. Next. 30% of us suffer with some form of digestive condition, and the standard of care is simply not good enough. The medical system might offer drugs for the symptom, it doesn't tackle root causes of conditions, such as psychological factors.
So while this is going in the background, I just want to double check if people have actually been interested. If people be interested, if we do a similar session, maybe, yeah. Because I was thinking we have quite a lot of, startups that we've funded this year, and I think it would be interesting to people to see what we funded and how all these businesses are doing in the future, or what they're looking at. What do you think, Robin? Do you think they'll be interested in that?
Yeah, that would be a good idea because it will give everyone a bit of insight about business plans and how to apply, how to present, how to pitch your business, basically.
Yeah.
Because what I've seen is many students have this anxiety about presenting their business, although it might be a good idea. I'm not sure if the anxiety is based around, the fact that we all get anxiety while presenting, or it's just the fact that it's their own business and they don't really know how to pitch it, although they're passionate about it. So I think this, I've seen this. I'm pretty sure I've seen this. You've sent it to me.
I definitely think there's going to be an interest from people who've never done pitching and from those who've already attended at least our seminars, pitching panels, because once you do it once, it kind of gets, every time you do it more, it gets easier, doesn't it? Because you get the experience. So it'd be interesting to see what people would say if they have to repitch it, and in comparison to those who've never done pitching before.
Yeah, it's similar to performance. So the first few times you perform on stage, you get a bit of a knee shake every time you open your mouth or you play the guitar, whatever you do. But with time, you just like you get into it. It becomes natural. Same with presenting, I guess.
The other thing is, I don't know if I can actually open it.
Also, regarding what you asked earlier when my microphone wasn't working, when you asked what is everyone up to these days, I've been watching a lot of documentaries on astrophysics.
Well, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, so I've been tackling quite a new area.
Nice. How are you finding it? Is that a new area of interest for yourself, or are you just
I've always been a
bored
little
and
bit
trying?
passionate. Well, I've always been a little bit passionate about science and all that thing. Like like children are. We all are passionate about it when we're younger, but then we kind of slowly, gradually lose interest. I never really lost interest, just motivation to research on it. So now I'm with all the time on my hands. Plus, it's getting really popular nowadays. You have really popular people talking about science, like Bill Nye or Neil deGrasse Tyson. Everyone knows him. So
Where were you watching those documentaries? Like, do you want to share some of
everywhere,
yours?
YouTube, Netflix. To be fair, the Netflix ones, I think the most recent documentary I could find on astrophysics was about 2018. And since then, there've been several new discoveries. But YouTube is quite nice. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's been doing a few podcasts while in lockdown, actually. So that's quite nice. He does Q&As. He has like guests, like Bill Nye, as I said, and Jenna Lovin and stuff like that. But it's quite nice. It's quite nice. If everyone is like passionate about astrophysics and space, in general, definitely have a look. It's interesting.
Nice. Well, yeah, you know what? I was thinking of actually watching a few documentaries, but I find it very difficult to get into a new topic, especially with astrophysics like that. I think like I'll stick to criminology and stuff like that. I don't know, for some reason that feels quite interesting to me. And even if it's, let's say, a feature film or a documentary based on a recreated scene or something, I still find it very interesting. I like thinking and trying to resolve the issue before I've seen the whole thing, if that makes sense. So
fitting everyone
what drives you? Yeah, what drives you interest in astrophysics?
To be honest, I think that the way the educators portray it. So I wouldn't probably be interested in astrophysics if it wasn't for Bill Nye or Neil deGrasse Tyson or everyone who I mentioned before, because the way they do it is very interactive. So although they explain something that seems on a first look, it seems very plain and very easy to understand, it's actually a lot of math and physics going on behind it. But the way they explain it, you just understand it. For example, did you know that black holes are actually evaporating?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking discovered that a few years ago. So every time a black hole, because of the large energy that it has, sometimes it creates particles out of thin air. And those particles, like similar to a bazooka, you know how on bazooka you fire a missile and then it has like a recoil in the back? It's the same, like it fires particle out and then some go in. But those particles that go out actually go out because of the mass, like from the mass of the black hole. So technically it is evaporating. In a few billion years, it might just not be anything in there. So I mean, that's the thing. The way they explained it like that, it's easy to understand. But the math and the equations that goes behind it, I mean, what it took Hawking to figure that out, wow, it's incredible.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a complicated subject, and like if it's not presented in a friendly way or easier bits, then I think a lot of people will struggle, including myself. I wouldn't say astrophysics is my strongest subject.
It gets weird. It gets weird. when you start talking about like space and time, it gets weird. You can't wrap your head around it.
Now, while we're here, I just want to show this new platform that we're testing. Basically, the platform will serve us for creating rooms and more of an engagement between a variety of people instead of just having like a studio like we do here. So in future online events, we'll be hosting obviously the initial introduction here on our live, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, and then we'll be moving on this particular platform. So the whole idea is to either join a table or create a table. You have the right, on the right hand side, you have the chat box where you'll be communicating with everyone still waiting in the lobby. So this part of the platform is called a lobby. So this is before you enter in any room. And then let's say create a room. So what it does is it creates, I don't know if my audio has. Oh, I'm still live on two different places.
Yeah,
How is that even possible?
we can see you. Yeah, we can see you in both places.
So
and hear you.
the whole idea is, so I'm currently on a table, and on the left-hand side you can see my profile, confirmed with my social medias, and then you can edit your profile and add it a conversation of topic. You can see obviously my business, so it's easier for students to link with each other, but also if there are other businesses, then you can see how that can be handy. So it's more of a conference room, I would say. Let me just leave that.
Yeah, I know we've used that, haven't we?
Yeah, I think at the beginning the first time when we used it wasn't the most efficient, let's put it that way, because it's a very new platform. But at the same time, I feel like it has a lot of potential, and I'm speaking directly with the CEO of the company, and they've given us exclusive access, and they'll be releasing the features for us to test as well, so it'll be quite interesting.
Okay, yeah. To be honest, the functions that it has, it would make it easy to have a jobs fair online.
Yeah, exactly. And I think not only job fairs, but like any type of a cross engagement sessions would be held on there because it has functionality to create different rooms and people can split into either one room or several rooms to talk about different things. And you can do so many things as soon as you're able to separate and manage your audience, because I think it creates different conversations, and then people with different interests will connect with those who are like-minded. So
everyone can see the other rooms that are being created and they could join anytime.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is very important to bear in mind when it comes to, virtual spaces, because you end up being mingled with everybody on the exact same topic, and sometimes you have interests. And I don't know if people can hear the train. I don't know why there is like so many trains today going through. So just wait for that to pass. When you create live spaces, the whole idea is to obviously follow on the main topic, but to be able to connect with the people or the subject conversation that's of interest to you. So I think that platform will provide that to us as well.
Yeah. Humby, did you say it's called?
Yeah, I think it's very new. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where it's gonna lead us. Just gonna. Okay, what have you been doing this week, Robbie, before we kind of finalize? I think today is a bit quiet, maybe people are out.
I was going to say I'm curious where everyone is. For anyone who's watching this after we go off live, it would be nice if you comment to like say what was everyone doing.
Just so I know when we should be talking to you.
Yeah. I haven't really done much, just working and yeah. Oh, lo-fi hip hop radio.
Ta-da!
Okay. Now we know what CEO is studying with in the background.
Yeah, that's basically what I use for background music. So you're gonna hear it. I've been experimenting with the features as well.
Okay.
Can you hear it in the background?
I guess we could have that in the background. Not bad.
Just for a mood. And then it's gonna be the exiting outro as well. Let me just mute mine because there is a lot of trains.
Yeah, for For anyone who doesn't know, Seoul lives close to a train line.
I have to say, sometimes it feels like I live on the train line. So yeah, it does help or prevent me from actually doing my work activity, because people are like, how can we get so many trains off? I'm like, I live next to a train line, like can't avoid it. And I'm next to the main one, so obviously it's constantly trains coming from some central station.
Have you had any news about I'm curious, I've just realized now this would be the best time to ask
Go for it.
Have you heard anything new about students coming back for studies? How is uni gonna deal with stuff?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
You know as much as I do, to be fair.
I just realized, I just read actually that the Romanian government has suspended all flights to Romania until 17th of July.
Wow.
So
I was trying to kind of predict when I can go back home as well, but I don't think at this stage predictions are very accurate at all. So yeah, I'm waiting to get the green light before I can make any kind of plans on heading back home.
Fair enough. Well, it seems no one wants to join us,
so we can finish shortly. In that case, I'll play this one quickly.
Also, just to put it out there before we go, on 30th of June this month, on a Tuesday, we will do a special live webinar with Rhys Salvadori, who's the owner of a video production company. He's a 2017 graduate. We had a previous podcast with him that we will post shortly, and yeah, definitely give yourself some time for 30th of June. Anyone passionate about it should watch it.
I think we'll be posting the link online as well, and you can guys sign up for the tickets and everything. Again, everything is free, so don't think about that. Just get a ticket and prepare yourself with some questions.
Yeah, you can ask Rhys anything you would like, really.
Okay, then. On that note, have a good Friday and see you next time.
Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.